a few moments ago. Here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cleveland Browns. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. On the stop, Breeland Speaks.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you've got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. Working out of the gun, Mayfield completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Gold is able to put it through. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
play fake here on first down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Off-play action. Watts. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I think the Browns got it. They did. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
Not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 23 yards on the play.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Finding room inside the 40. A big play there from McCaffrey. 44 yards on the ground. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. McCaffrey. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Butker now to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. heading out as a Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
Yeah, he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Mayfield on play action. Looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Mayfield showing why he was the #1 overall pick. He's got the Browns on the move, 1st and 10. The first down carry here for Johnson. Good move by Duke. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run. Created some space, and he got there.
Four down. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns add on to their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Gold with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gold now out to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Detroit!
On second down, McCaffrey. And an alley to run. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up.
There he goes, Amari Cooper. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Amari Cooper, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Butker now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Browns getting set to go. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Detroit!
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Fielded at the 20. Penalty stings big time there, wipes away a very good return.
And they work on it so hard because the goal is give yourself some space for your offense to really work, try and gain an additional 1st down outside the 20 or 25-yard line. Instead, this one's going to come back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Watts. And going deep for Hill. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd and long. Watts. He's going to air one out. He's got a man. Complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. More from Cleveland after this. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. They go play action. Mayfield. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. The Patriots, they're out to an early lead. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Watts. And going deep for Hill. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's got this down to the 35. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! 3-19!
Off the play fake. Watts. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Leopard! Leopard!
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
And here's Marshall. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Looking to throw. Watts. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Second down, Mayfield. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. 23 yards on the play.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. He'll get it up the middle. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. This is 3rd and goal, this Chiefs defense. They're giving it all they got.
Detroit! Detroit!
Mayfield now. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Gold now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Back to throw. Watts. And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there for KC. And even 60 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10.
Gone! Detroit! Gone!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot. Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56.
To throw again. Watts. That's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game. And on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot a bit.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball. But here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that. And that means opening things up again, getting a little more free than what they're trying to get done on offense.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 20. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Mayfield off the play fake. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, But I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that. But a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves, which you'd wear them in diving, but they would split too easily in the course of the game.
And that's caught inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to the 25. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And again, it's Chubb. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, nice move. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And defensively trying to beat the 2-minute warning with a timeout, and they do. Calling it with 2:04 left.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. They'll run with Chubb. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. They'll try and sneak it here. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Baker Mayfield with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Gold now out to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Off play action. Watts. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Larry Ogunjobi in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Off the play fake. Watts. Now a desperation throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 36 yards. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Throwing on first down. Watts. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Throwing again. Watts. He's going to let it fly. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Off play action. Watts. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 35. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, 4 down. Now let's go. Green.
The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Browns, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they suffered defeat for the